Morning guys, Pat, Drift Waterproofing. Just going to put some of this crown molding back together. This is for a job, masonry job we're doing in Ellicott City, and we had to do some demo to get access to put in some masonry supports. So when we took out the crown molding, some of it, or actually all of it, cracked. And trying to keep as much of the original things that we take out together so that we can put them back. So anyway, this is my first video of me on YouTube. So we'll see how I do. And right now I'm just buttering up the trim with some regular wood glue, nothing special. And I'm doing a little trick I learned from the guy that I get most of my wood from, and he basically told me that you got to get full coverage on all the wood. So, which I never knew before. Anyway, everybody probably knows that, but me. But anyway, so you put the glue on there, and then you rub it in with your finger. Make sure you get full coverage on both sides of the wood, and you let it set up for a little bit before you glue it together, because the raw wood will absorb. It'll absorb some of the glue first. So you want to let that happen and let it get a little bit tacky before you glue it on, and then you'll get like a really good bond. And I've already done it on a couple of or one of my sump pump slab covers that we put over a sump pump, and it worked really well. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Got this one already glued up, and I'm just going to clamp it together. Get these trim pieces all glued up and ready to go, and then we'll be going out this week. Actually, I might be going out today to install one of the structural stars in the basement. And before I close this video, I'm going to open the structural star package and just show you what that looks like. And then I'm going to check with the client to see if I can get out there today to install that star in the basement masonry wall. The stone wall has actually been anchored once, probably like 100 years ago maybe, and when they did it, they did not block with wood in between the floor joists. So the two anchors that they put in the masonry wall in the basement are actually, they worked, but they're pulling the floor joists that were not blocked. So we blocked in the two that were there, we blocked them in, and we're going to install a third one in the middle. Of the two in the basement, and then we're going to install two new structural stars on the first floor to hold the stone wall together from falling into the street. Right now the wall is kind of falling out. Just a little piece of wood in there. These are those stars. They come with bolts, couplings for the all threads, some nice washers, all galvanized. And then these are the stars, little structural stars. And each one is going to have a washer, a bolt, an all thread, and then this will go on the back of the or the outside of the stone wall, and act as an anchor to hold the stone wall from falling out into the street. So it's going to be an interesting job. I'll try to put some of that on the next video. Thanks, see you later.